what are the factors that led to growth of IT industry in Karnataka? Okay, so here again it's a very direct question. So your introduction you can write, or you can directly write the factors that led to IT growth. Directly you can write, or basic introduction, IT sector in Karnataka. Don't write introduction and all. Okay, write IT sector in Karnataka. You'll write some data. So you will say that information technology is one of the primary growth drivers of Karnataka. It is home to more than 5,000 ITS companies, more than 750 MNCs are operating in Karnataka. It contributes 25% of the state GDP. These data are all very important. You write it down in your lesson. 25% of state GDP is being given by IT sector. Like that, those data you write it off now only in your data file. Okay. So basic 2-3 lines of introduction you will write, and leading companies like Infosys, Wipro, etc. are operating from Karnataka. Factors that are responsible, obviously many of you are aware, or generally you can write like superior manpower. We have 234 engineering college, skilled infrastructure, second in labor productivity, cost of labor is very cheap in India compared to abroad, research development facilities like IISc, favorable climate, good communication facility, national highway, port facilities, infrastructure, electricity connection, SCZs, all that you will write. Then Bangalore specifically is the world's fourth largest technology cluster in the world. Okay, like that. And Karnataka government's favorable policies. You can write about the IT policy. You should write, not can. You should write, and write few lines. IT policy of Karnataka 2025 new components. Very, very important. Next test, I will ask you this question. Major component of new IT policy 2025. What are the special features? Okay, all that major initiatives under this. Very, very important things you should be writing. Then they have come up with various other initiatives. Okay, all that you should write. Favorable government policy. Stress a little bit more on that. Okay, about 5-6 line on Karnataka IT policy you can write. So all these have led to favorable growth of IT industry in Karnataka. Okay, that's what it is. Very simple. Historically also you can write. Historically also the erstwhile Mysore kingdom gave a lot of importance to technical education. Vishweshwaraya, Divans like Vishweshwaraya gave a lot of importance to technical education. All that has a impact on our industry, especially IT sector. Like that you should write. Even historical factors, economic factors, historical factors, skill factors, education factors, climate factors. Like that, 1, 2, 3, 4 if you write. Okay, it looks also very impressive. Okay, so what are the factors that led to IT industry in Karnataka? Very, very easy, important. Okay, next, what are startups? Various initiative of government to promote startups. Okay, right. So what are startups? So you should have a definition. Take any definition, or if you don't know, okay, you can simply write, something which is less than 10 years old is considered to be a startup. Okay, there's a definition. It is defined as an entity which is headquarters in India, which is opened less than 10 years ago and has an annual turnover of less than 100 crore. According to some, then you will write some data, okay, or facts about startups. Okay. So that will be the introduction. Here directly they have asked question, what is startup? So obviously you have to define what is startup and basic data about it. And then since their question is asking about Karnataka, you can write startups in Karnataka. So as you all know that Karnataka or Bangalore, especially Bangalore is called as the startup capital of India. Why is it so? How many startup capitals are there? How many startups are there? All that you can write. Okay, so that will be your introduction. Then what are the various initiatives taken up by the government? See, Karnataka is one of the first states to launch startup policy. So you have to write that startup policy, and you will put it in a box. So startup policy in 2015. Under that, what all has been done, you will write. Right? Seed funding is being provided. What is that? incubation centers are being created, women entrepreneurs are being done, collaboration with other countries are being promoted, mentor network is created, seed funding is provided, simplification of regulation, various infrastructure is being provided. Okay, somebody had written this one, what income tax benefit is being provided. But see, income tax is not a measure of Karnataka. So avoid those things. Okay, so tax incentives may be given. Some other like power consumption subsidies may be given and other things. But income tax is central government. So over here, Karnataka will not have a role to play like that. Okay, warehouse facilities and all that you can write. Okay, you can have a look at the answer key. Detailed measures that have been taken is given. Very simple it is. Okay. Next, discuss the challenges faced by MSME sector in Karnataka. What are the measures taken by Karnataka? So you can directly start off with MSME in Karnataka faces following challenges. Or if you want, you know the definition of MSME, you can write. The new definition is there, no? Micro, small and medium, what it is, 1 crore, 10 crore, 50 crore investment. They are called as MSME sector with a turnover of 5 crore, 50 crore and 250 crore respectively. So that is what is MSME. In Karnataka, the MSME is critical for the growth and development of the state, okay, to generate employment and to promote exports from the state. But our MSME faces the following problems or challenges: absence of finance, infrastructural bottleneck, modern and affordable technology is not available, archaic laws, labor laws are not yet reformed, skill development, all that you will be writing under challenge. A very general topic it is. If you have some example, please do write it. Then measures to promote MSME sector. So state has taken several steps to promote this one. State has come up with the state financial corporation which provides. So these are all facts which makes your answer little bit different than the generic topic. So you will write funding. Okay, so Karnataka has come up with Karnataka State Financial Corporation. You will write it in a box. So this provides subsidized loan for MSME sector. Electricity tax, these are all specific to Karnataka, has been levied, has been reduced. Okay. Then 20%, according to the industry policy, 20% of the land in industrial areas are reserved for MSME. These are facts which you have to write. Otherwise, generically, you can always write infrastructure, skill development, that, this, etc. These specific things, one or two, you should be able to think and write. Okay, so these are the measures taken by the government. Also know what measures are there in industrial policy 2020-25. Okay, so this is the answer. That very direct question you should be able to write. The answer key list is there. What measures have been taken? Just go through them.